Hello everyone, welcome to my unboxing of Prismatic Divas. There's 8 boxes. So lately I've just been sourcing SPs because I thought it would be fun if I actually managed to just build at least some sort of max rarity Bermuda deck. So a bit of context is that in the past I used to actually collect Bermuda SPs just for fun when Academy Divas, Academy Divas, when that first came out, the first booster set. I basically tried that out, but then over time I got a bit demotivated. So obviously rapid releases, and also because of how there were just too many people hoarding random SPs. So I kind of like started with the best SPs, at least for the time. But then all the random lower grade ones were just hard to find. So it was kind of like one of the most pointless collections ever. And I've been sitting on a collection for years. I did end up just randomly kind of getting a hold of stuff over time. So I still had some degree of relevance with the collection. So now I just thought, you know what? I do happen to have the 3 SP reindeers, and that kind of made me a bit more interested in actually building Highlander, since I did have quite a lot of bits. So it's kind of funny to say a lot of bits because it's Bermuda, and at the end of the day, even if you think you've got a lot of stuff, you still need to collect a lot of other things. So I was trying to get a hold of Citron SPs. And the problem here was that I couldn't find anyone else willing to sell them, and there were a few people who were just sort of fence sitting on it. And I used to have the card, but I regretfully traded it in for the campaign. So it was misprinted. It was in the Loris SP pack when it wasn't meant to be there. It was meant to be the Wonderful Voice Loris, I think it was, the new grade 3, the second grade 3 even. There's not been a new Loris since then. And with that, I ended up having to... I traded it in, got the Loris instead of the Citron. I sat on it for years. I never actually got around to collecting the Citron SPs. They've been like very easy to find for a very long time. And then more recently, they've kind of just dried up on the market. So that's kind of the backstory, and now I'm just going back to having to try and collect them again. So if I can pull either a misprinted Loris SP pack, or if I can pull maybe something like the single SPs, because it is supposed to be a single SP as well, then here we go. There's quite a bit. Collecting Bermuda is not a very good hobby. That's for sure. It's more of a pastime. I mean, it's a really unusual clan. So we're just starting off with the first box. It's a very unusual clan in that it's very heavily supported. They've got their own dedicated set, unlike any other clan in the game, which tends to be a bit more in shared sets. So we're just going to start with the first box now. Hopefully it's somewhat decent. Look, it's a Shizuku reprint foil, not the triple rare star. I think it's more like a double rare foil. And now we've got the the boosters inside the box. So pack number 1. So hopefully we do see one very soon, just a single rare. So this isn't actually part of a case. I just got whatever I could find online, basically, because supply is very lacking on this product. Cookery, this has been reprinted, I think. Well, this is the reprint, yeah. I think it's been reprinted like 1 or 2 times, for sure. And then we have Choo Choo Blanche. And then, so that's 2 double rares. Next we have just another random rare. I'm hoping it's not the case that someone was opening boxes and then pulled like a lot of the SPs and then just stopped buying them, because that would suck. But the thing is, this set, if I'm not mistaken, it's 4 SPs and 2 SP packs, if I'm correct. So I just looked online and tried to find some of these. So we have what is this? Stand trigger? Oh no, draw trigger. I've not seen this one. It's a prism. When you return your hand from your rear during battle, you may pick up if you choose one of your rears of prism its name, and until it gets any battle this unit business, you may return. Oh, okay. So it's basically a bounce thing. It's a bit similar to Labrador. The Labrador Stride. It had the same sort of effect as well. Then on to the next thing. We have Reindeer, the Stride Reindeer. And then on to the next one. Just knocked over my microphone. Oh yeah, that's true. I did look at some of the other SPs. There are some decent ones to pull as well. They should just reissue some of these sets. Like they could still be there's like some life in the older products that they've got. Of course, if you do print more, then technically it does make them less special. But at the same time, if there isn't that many being reprinted in the first place, if it's a bit of a limited supply run, then I'm sure there's going to be demand for it. Especially if people waited years and want that sort of opportunity. Shizuku triple rare. So I think we've now seen 2 triple rares. We've got Reindeer and we've got Shizuku. Choo Choo Sarah. And that's the end of that first box. So yeah. We've got, oh yeah, that's a duo, I think it's like a re-rider. You can ride Riet, for example, from your deck. So that's box number 1. It's pretty bad, obviously. So, move that out of the way. And move on to the next box. Speaking of SP Ange, I actually have 2 already of that card, so I'm not actually trying to pull it, but if I do pull it, then, of course, that's a lot of value. I'm quite surprised how expensive it's gotten, because it was very cheap when it first came out. So we've got the Pacifica support card, because Pacifica, well, it's Pacifica. They always want to give support to that as well. But there's a reprint as well for this. I don't even know where I was trying to head to be honest with the whole Pacifica mention. I just heard people talking about it recently, so I just felt like saying Pacifica because of that. So, nothing quite yet, just the Coral Stride so far. Nothing here. Okay, I think there's a foil. It is, this is Eleanor. She's a Harmony card. Yeah, she's the check top 5, I think. Look for a Harmony card, if I'm not mistaken. Was it? No, search for the same number of cards and number of units in Harmony. This is a pretty interesting card. I never got to play Harmony in the end because I was trying to build the full SP deck. It was too much effort, like beyond what was humanly possible. And because of that, I just collected all these SPs and never made use of them. So I'm hoping to actually finally make use of something. Lapria. I think this is a good triple rare, but that depends if anyone wants to play Choo Choo. Maybe Clan Collection will fix that. Cheryl, that's a reprint of a promo card. Also, we've got the reprint of the Strategist. Loris, so it's Wonderful Voice Loris. That was the name of it. It's a double rare as well, by the way. For any of the newcomers who've been playing Vanguard for the last 4 years, Loris was basically the kind of main G-era card, but then they kind of decided to give her the shaft at some point and then make her into grade 0 in the final G set. And then Ange just took over the clan. Not just Loris, but also the entirety of Bermuda Triangle. All these sub-clans were absorbed into one hybrid deck. There's another foil here. This is who the heck is that? When this unit attacks a Vanguard, if you have Super Idol Riviera on your Vanguard or in your soul, and turn about this unit gets 2k, and if it hits, counter a soul charge. I don't think anyone plays that. On hits used to be alright actually back in those days, but they've definitely fallen out of favour now. I remember when, what was it, Knight of Fragment? Does anyone remember Knight of Fragment? How popular that card used to be. Ah, it's Mir. This is, wait, this is a reprint, yeah. Because this was in the special set. The, yeah, it was in that with Olivia's and with Shizuku's? Yeah, grade 2 Shizuku's. So that's 2 boxes, nothing decent, so maybe the SPs have been eaten up, but there's still meant to be a lot of SPs in the set, so I'd like to think that we're not just insanely lucky, that there might just be some SP at least. But this is what happens when you're desperate in the end. Like when there's no one in the secondary market actually willing to sell something, even people that aren't even playing the deck, because that's another thing with Bermuda collecting. You get a lot of people who hold onto cards that aren't even playing it. So you end up with loads of people who don't play it, who aren't even playing a deck at all, for whatever different reason, whether it's because they haven't finished the deck, because they want to be playing max SP deck, my case for example, or other reasons like, well, there's all kinds of strange reasons. The Choo Choo Perfect card. That was, I think, like a Drag Saver Ezras, if I'm not mistaken, as well. Nothing here. I don't know if these are like the last sealed boxes of Prismatic Divas on the internet, because I have not been able to find any other ones. Coral. So this could very well be the last supply run, unless anyone knows any under the radar stores. If anyone does know one, though, please let me know, because I am trying to source more boxes so I can pull SP Citron or Loris SP pack, which is that misprint, by the way, is Busheroad's best mistake, but they tried to fix that of all the mistakes ever. Well, at the time, Citron was valued a lot less than Loris, but over time that mistake ended up aging. But yeah, I'm sure it would have annoyed people either way, because the current market price at the time would obviously be on people's mind for years, so they still had to do that. Anyways. Well, there's a double rare, so that is the Riviere card. Just 2 single rare strides. And then we have Riet. So Riet Stride is quite a good one to have. I'm sure we'll have some people might want it. Although there are a lot of archetype strides from the old days that people are now just not as big into anymore, like Raging Raps, for example. Despite them now having a V grade 3, Rap does seem to be losing some popularity. So these are all just single rares. So that's the end of the third box. No SPs, which is pretty sad. So yeah, this might just be a really bad batch. Got Marika again. Seems like I'm getting more Marikas than Shizukus. Eleanor. Then we have, yeah, here's the hoping, right? Shandy. Yeah, nothing there. Just single rares. Yeah, the rarities are pretty disappointing. I did, well, the price of these boxes weren't the best. They were definitely being sold for a more upmarket price. Oh! Look at that. That has to be an SP pack. Where's the back card? Ah, it's Choo Choo Turura. So that means there's no Citron, sadly. We have oh, huh? Wait, what? SP Ange. Oh shit. This is supposed to be family friendly, but oh, okay. Lapria, Platy, Blanche. I didn't even realize Ange was in this SP pack. Oh god. Okay, well, I got some value. I've got now 3 of this card. I've got 3 Turua strides as well. So, okay, that's good. That's really good. But I was hoping for Loris. Right. I guess we'll just leave it there. That was pretty good. So there's not going to be any more SPs for the rest of this box even, but we've got another 4 boxes, so wow. Riet Stride, that's a good pull, I think. I don't think it's worth anything at the moment, but it's always nice to have cards that you know might become relevant. Well, then again, I could probably have said the same thing about Prisms, but I haven't seen many people playing Prisms and Premium. Choo Choo Tino. which is basically Choo Choo Drag Saver Ezreal, but a bit more nerfed if I remember correctly. It's got a Cannon Blast cost, that's how I know it's nerfed. Because Ezreal was very free. It was literally like the prototype Perfect Guard, and I think they must have realised it was too strong when they first made it. So then all the recycled PGs they made after that were very toned down. We've got Shizuku, Greed 3. Hi Dane. Right, so next box. I don't know if this is the last SP Orange that I'll ever get pulled. This could very be one of the last opened ones ever. Another Marika. There seems to be a lot of these. Speaking of which, that card was originally printed in Fighter Collection Winter, which is one of my favourite sets of all time. There was a lot of sub-clan support, which is something I find appealing. It's also part of the reason I'm enjoying Clan Collection. In Clan Collection, there's a lot of sub-clan cards as well, so you can support Regalia, Blue Wave, and so on. There is something foil in the back. Oh, Shizuku reprint, grade 2. They've reprinted like, what, grade 1 and grade 2 Shizuku now? Next we have Double Red Citron. That card's already been reprinted anyway, so it's definitely not got any value. And the other ones in triple rare, so Lapria. Two single rares. Come on. Oh, Kukri, the Perfect Guard. Single res. And then yep, just single res. So far we've had in that box one reprint, two doubles, one triple. Oh wait, yeah, if there's a reprint then there's probably not going to be an SP actually. So I'll just go through it fast. So Coral. That means there's only 3 boxes left to try and pull another SP. Hopefully a good one though. Or a Loris SP pack. Well, wouldn't it suck if I pulled the Loris SP pack, got excited, and then I got the grade 3 Loris that... and it was actually a fixed one, like a repaired SP pack. That would be very upsetting. Because no one really plays Loris anymore. I don't think anyone ever did play much of it though. Okay, so that's now 3 boxes left to go. Let's move on to this one. Just hope they're not reprints. So I think what they did is they put, I'm sure there's like a GR, either GR, which we haven't seen a single GR by the way. Reprints. Actually, I think there's 2 GRs in the set. There's Pacifica Stride as well, isn't there? It's not just Orange. So you got that, you got the reprints. Oh, we've got Olivia. I forgot this was reprinted in the set. So this is the first one, the best one. We've only just seen it now. Just pray there aren't any reprint or GRs. Even Orange GR isn't a good one now because they reprinted all the best cards now to the ground. I mean, I think, because that card already had a reprint anyway back in Revival Collection Volume 2, but I think they might have reprinted it in Clan Selection. I have to double check. Wow, to the single restaurant again. It's just interesting because I noticed that earlier. This is 2 single rares. Then we have Citron, not the one I wanted. Priani. Just duo double rare. I don't know if anyone's ever going to play that because it's an end phase rewrite skill as well. Single res. Choo Choo Sarah. I'm just basically momentarily checking through to make sure the Twitch chat is working as well. So if you see me pause at any moments, that's what it's about because we've had weird bugs before. So I want to make sure I'm not just ignoring people by accident. We've got Riviera. Riviera Stride. Used to be good, but I think the choice ban might have affected it. This is a single rare, 2 single rares. So as of right now, we've had in this box, we have opened many double rares. I think it's these 4. Yeah, it would have been these 4 double rares, 1 triple rare. So there's definitely at least a triple rare and a reprint GR or SP in these 3 boosters. So let's start with this one. This is a single rare, 2 single rares there, Pacifica support and some other card. One of these is a triple rare, one of these is an alternate card. This, I think, is an SP. It is no, it's a triple rare. It's Kaname. I thought it was an SP for a second. My bad. Okay, so this pack here is either a GR, reprint, or SP. I think. I don't actually have any data to be very certain on this. It looks like a yellow card at the bottom. That's not... Oh. Nope. No, that's not good. I think that's a really bad box in general from the looks of it. So yeah, that's just a weak pull. I think, yeah, the back card is always the foils. Right, so let's just move these down here. Now to the last 2 boxes. Feels like vandalism opening very rare boxes. Olivia, another Olivia, that's good. Then we have, so the first pack, it's a double rare Chuchitino. Then we just rearrange the space to make it a bit easier to place things. Okay. Do you have a double rare? No, yeah, double rare. That is double rare. Single rares. That Juro Stride actually has an SP form as well. I think it's in this set as well. You can get in SP packs. This is Eleanor. We've got a rare Stride as well. Then the next one we have Kaname. That's good, I guess. I think it's like an Olivia, if I remember correctly. Like it's a Prism version of Olivia where you can do multi-attacks. Let me just read that to be sure. I'm pretty sure that's what it does. Can +1, choose a face down card, same name, turn face up, choose 2 of your rears, return to your hand when it attacks. If you have a heart Prism, you can pick cards. If you choose up 2 Prism in their names from your hand. For each face up in your G zone, call them separate rear. If you call 3 or more cards, gains a crit. Yeah. Wait, do you call over? Oh, the cost is to choose 2 of your rears and return to your hand. Okay. So yeah, it's multi-attacking. It's basically like Olivia. So it's kind of funny. They printed this card. They gave it a second reprint. But then by the time they reprinted this, Olivia was already starting to lose playability because subclans then started getting their own versions of Olivia and their own special strides. So by that point in the series, Olivia wasn't as important of a staple anymore like it was when it first came out. Or at least into the second clan booster as well. But then I think Highlander sort of makes it a little bit... Well, not even Highlander. It's more like V-series in general. Because there are quite a lot of new bosses that aren't part of those traditional subclans, so they could make use of Olivia as well. Yep, so we've got these 2 single rares. Oh, is that... Oh, that's a GR. Oh, that sucks. And it's not a good one. It's Pacifica. Actually, wait. Is this any good as a card? I haven't read it. Camus 1. It might be an Olivia as well, actually. It's on attack, so that has to be good. Choose 3 cards from your hand specific in its name, well, different names. Reveal them when it attacks. You can return all those rears to your hand. Choose up to 5 cards with specific in their names. Call them separate rears. Until turn they gain 5k, and GB2 this unit can attack from back row, so they can all attack individually. Actually, that is pretty good. Actually, Highlander has a similar card as well. If you want to play a very hardcore Highlander. Can I hear in voice chat? Let me just check. I can't seem to hear you, which is odd. Let me just. Let me just check my Discord settings. Oh, I can hear you now. It's working.
Oh, yay.
There we go. I'm not sure how that happened because usually it always works.
Yeah, I was getting worried.
This happened earlier to me today as well with Microsoft Teams. Sometimes they just decide to go rogue and then just suddenly change your settings for no reason. So this is a pretty bad box, the one I just opened now. So it's down to the last one, which is very scary because I don't want to be back to looking for more Citrons. It's the most annoying thing. I mean, yeah, I mean, aren't you just there to make it so that it feels like I didn't make a loss, basically?
So it's very nice.
Everything else that I pull is just there to try and make back. But Citron is the card that I need to pull. I've already got 2 oranges, so this is the third one. It's basically just a spare at this point.
How many Citrons have been pulled at this point? Like the double R even?
There's definitely a handful. I've pulled at least 2 or 3 by now. At least. Let's see. Before we get to the last box.
And Echo's in here. Ooh, Echo's.
Yeah, 1 Citron. 2 Citrons.
Ooh, nice.
Did I miss any? Might have been just 2. Yeah.
Well, now let's hope the SP's in this last box.
Yeah, hopefully. Hopefully that is what we get. God, it's getting very very risky now. The final box, and I still need to find the Citron SP. Otherwise, it is well, it's not going to be as bad as those 2 cases. Maybe I don't even know. The cost though of the boxes are much higher than the Academy of Diva ones I opened, but at least yeah, I don't know if I got tax on this or not. Actually, it might be part of the postage cost. It was quite a hefty one, but it's always been more expensive to get things from the UK. Anyway. Double rare.
I was gonna say, Mo, where do you get all this stuff from? Actually,
I've been importing them from other countries. That's how desperately I've been trying to find stock. I've had to like scour the entire internet.
Surely, but just buying the SP is cheaper than buying like 2 cases of boxes.
And well, no, not necessarily. There are some crazy prices on SPs, even the ones that are easy to find. So you might as well just buy sealed product in those cases. So that's Divas Festa. But then with older sets, it's been very annoying. I've been trying to get singles. I have found people with singles. They've either just gone rid of them too soon, or they're just holding on to them even though they don't know what they're doing with them because they've got like a weird hesitancy or an attachment to the cards. Even if they're not playing anymore or if they're not building. Oh, okay. Well.
To borrow a phrase from you, they might be speculating.
Okay, this is disappointing. I'm gonna just go off myself.
Ooh, now. Yo, that's coral, baby.
I want Citra, not this. This is such a waste.
Don't talk shit about Burger Queen.
Okay.
Just think of all the Kalen bucks you can make right now.
Kalen bucks.
All the Kalen bucks, yeah.
Wait, is he after coral stuff?
No, I'm just thinking he might be after him and Mash might be after some of the SPs.
Oh, okay.
Well, didn't they try and get like max rarity Highlander at one point?
Probably. I know. Kalen. I think Kalen asked me for reindeers at one point. But I was like super busy with stuff, and I didn't really I didn't really have my attention there. I think he then just picked them up anyway on his own.
Okay, do any of you guys have any spare Link Joker pieces? I thought I had playsets of some cards, and turns out I don't.
Depends what cards.
It's from the clan booster. It's like Strange Dragon, the Ethereum G-God, and Metanax. A lot of like the on-place lock or like on-boost locks.
Are they rares or commons?
They range from a... No, they're all double rares, actually.
Oh, ew, I probably don't have.
Cringe. Fair.
And the last pack, React. So that's basically it. The end of Prismatic Divas. I don't know if there's any more that exist in supply, but I would like to try and get hold of more.
Well, time to hit up Blackfire. Let's see if they got it.
Yeah. Well, I'm not a wholesaler, so I can't access their stock. Although I did hear the Twinkle Melody boxes, they will send them for £5 or €5.
Huh? Send me a link to that, please.
That, by the way, is probably why we've been seeing Twinkle Melodies very cheap, because even the distributors will send them really cheap, like super cheap.
Babe, send me a link to that, please.
Oh, it doesn't exist anymore. They ran out. So yeah, anything that you see in stores now is just all the Twinkle Melody out there.
Understandable.
Yeah.
Cringe.
Come on, Al.
To be fair, I've got like at least 2 to 3 playsets of everything in that set, which I got for like dirt cheap. So it's just a matter of like selling some of the SPs from that set that I just like got and do not need. It's a bunch of like original costume rares, and I'm like, I do not need this.
Oh yeah, I got some costume rares. I think I had Mia's, Olivia's.
Yeah, I'm running the Tiro in my deck until I can sell it, because fucking Highlander, right?
Yeah.
I swear to God, Highlander was made for people who pull 1-off SPs and go fuck spending the money on 3 more copies.
Yeah, like Speaker, for example, which is a very annoying card to get hold of. There's never been a single copy I've been able to get hold of. There's one guy, he happened to be there at the right time. He looked at Store Binder and he basically sold it for £3 SP Speaker. Yeah, this is like when it just came out. And then he haggled them down to £2 and then bought it. I don't know why you'd bother haggling an already cheap card even lower than it already is.
Because it's already cheap, you may as well get it cheaper.
But then what if someone comes and snipes you? It's like, you should buy it.
I mean, worst case, they say no and you just buy the already cheap price.
Yeah, but it's just kind of like tedious. Anyway, so he got that. He sat it for years because I wanted it off him, but he was very attached to it, even though he wasn't building SP Bermudas or collecting them or anything. It's like I saw a lot of people collecting all these low grade Bermuda SPs and just never went to par with them, even if they weren't using the cards. It was kind of really strange. So, but years later, well, I actually just happened to speak to him the other day, and he's quit the game, but he said he sold his SPs now. Yeah, so that's very depressing. So that's another kind of channel that's crashed. Yeah, there are some people who've quit the game who've also like are kind of either attached to SPs or just just got rid of them, I guess. No, I kind of like half-assed with the whole collection at some point. I kind of just lost interest because of it's like I was just sitting on so many cards, but then I wasn't getting anywhere with actually finishing stuff, and there's just always a new set coming out. Like it went from like 1 year to like I think 9 months at one point, if I'm not mistaken. Like I'm pretty sure the release from Prismatic Divas to Divas Fiesta was or Festa was a lot shorter than the previous sets. And obviously now you can see what happened with Lyrical Monasterio. There's now like 2 a year. I mean, it's got to a point now where the Bermuda Triangle has now become a bit wider with other races, and they're all kind of like going into this one theme, which I know there's an uproar about that theme that everyone's talking about. And then
real shit. Yeah,
I mean that is probably what the whole idea of Lyrical Monasterio is supposed to be anyway. And then yeah, other than that, you got now a nation out of this whole clan because I don't know, it's just weird. Like they somehow managed to make it now equivalent to 6 clans from United Sanctuary, which is really bizarre. Like, Lyrical Monastery should, at this point, like, be able to invade the world of Cray.
I mean, basically, yes.
Yeah.
But they're on the way. So
I just get annoyed whenever a set for Lyrical comes out.
Yeah, I mean,
right.
they keep doubling down on it because obviously there's this idea that it makes money, but the only reason why, like, one of the reasons why it's gone so popular, is because they've over supported the clan anyway, to the point that people are like, oh, if I stick to this clan, it's probably always going to be relevant, because it's kind of harder to make Bermuda irrelevant at this point now with where it's at. Whereas, like, there's always a lot of volatility to other clans. Obviously, I can say that for Genesis because they banned 1 card, and now the only variant people play is Regalia. Obviously, you can say about other clans.
Real Link Joker hours. Can we free my girls, Link, please?
Yeah.
Bad.
Yeah.
You don't think bad.
Like, it's not as vulnerable to restriction lists. It's there's more cards to choose between. There's a lot of fleshed out archetypes. There's loads of different versions of Olivia as well.
and restrict
like,
everyone builds
it. It's not because, like, Bermuda's just like, oh wow, this one clan is just so much more appealing aesthetically than everything else. It's like a lot.
I think
of
it's cultural things. I know, like, BT is really popular in Japan.
It's definitely the case that it's because it's a very stable clan as well to invest in, compared to the other clans in the game. Like, it's actually a really good clan to have cards for.
Well, the thing is, Bermuda has just so many, like, and by extension, Lyrical Monastery has so many playstyles that it's, like, really hard to, quote, kill the clan.
Yeah, exactly. It's very hard.
Like, if you want to kill every Bermuda deck, like, you have to ban so many fucking things.
Yeah, there's no linchpin card for the clan, like with a lot of other clans.
Like, that shit's wild. I hate it.
Yeah.
And I'm saying this as a certified Highlander enjoyer. I don't like Lyrical.
Like, straight up, if we
the clan is a mistake.
If Ichikishima got banned from Oracle Think Tank would probably never top an event ever again.
I mean, I'll take your word for it, but
I think so. I don't think it'll have unless someone's cheesing people out with Momos or something. Then
well, just be Momo and Dragon.
And it'll be a Momo's cheese deck, glass cannon cheese deck.
Isn't Momo basically the same kind of meme as the cross? If I just swing at you for big enough numbers, then I just kind of have to give up.
The difference is that the cross is more dangerous because your opponent can still be vulnerable at grade 2, whereas Momo has to wait until the opponent's on grade 3, which is why Momo is not as great as the cross. Although the cross does make you vulnerable if you fail to win with it, but
dude, nothing in my life of Vanguard has aggravated me more than playing into the cross that, like, it's first swing, first check, Dragon Empire OT. I'm like, well, fuck this game, I guess.
Oh, yeah. And then the crits.
It's the epitome of, like, well, fuck this game. I'm going to play Digimon for the rest of the day.
Yeah, I don't know what they'll smoke when they made the cross. I mean, they made it very hard to even promote other Kagura cards because, well, even the really spicy ones that they made, like, I think it was Lawkeeper or something, even they aren't.
Well, the thing is, they even when they made, like, for a while there was like a Dauntless the Great meme, which was fun.
Yeah.
But, like, they designed the cross so clearly made for the end that they literally cannot print another good Overlord card because it would just be slotted into the cross and, like, would make you eat shit.
Well, they tried the Turnabout, but has anyone even played that? There hasn't been that many Turnabout players, have there?
There have been almost none. That shit's terrible.
Is it that
bad?
Like,
that shit's really bad. Yeah. Have you ever read the effect on that thing?
I did read it. It seemed pretty decent to me, but...
Well, the issue is with it, right? If I remember the effect correctly, actually, let me just pull it up.
I mean,
effectively is that, like, it just kind of dies to a defensive.
Yeah. Oh, I see.
So discard. So Counterblast 1, discard 2 from hand. Stat all your front Fronterians with Overlord on their name, gets drive -1, and if your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, all your Overlords get 10k. So it's like, if you're going second, you're swinging for 23. Which is kind of like, you know, it's there.
Yeah, that's true. Damage triggers.
But then if they check one defensive, it's like, get fucked, I guess.
And there's Hill Gardens as well.
Real shit, dude. Can Heal Gods get, like, printed in actual sets that aren't, like, clan selection, please?
I don't know. We don't even have real sets anymore, so that's forms.
I'll be honest, I think that Heal Gods should be... Shoot me on the spot for this, but I think Heal Gods need to be reprinted in every V set. Because those cards are, like, auto 4-ofs in every deck, and you need a really good fucking reason not to do this.
How about they make?
We
How,
have these things coming, so I think maybe after a year, once.
Well, the
Oh,
issue is, how long do they take for the Shadows one to shoot up to like £20 a copy? Like a
Mm.
month?
Well, I guess it depends also on supply and boxes, because we still have the old.
No, but the
boxes.
issue with the boxes is like you're not going to buy 4 boxes just to get the Shadows playset.
No.
And a lot of the other heal guards are like sub £1, so it's like, are you really going to spend £400 on 8 total boxes of the whole set just so you can like fish 2 heal guards?
Because we would. If most of them are looking pricey, so we would take that plunge.
Well, but the thing
And then
is,
also
the thing
on
with them looking pricey is if they ever get too pricey, people just start buying boxes and the price naturally can't go like too insane. Like, you're never going to be in a world where all the heal guards are like £6 a copy and up, because if it becomes more worthwhile to just buy boxes, people will just buy the boxes.
Yeah,
Except you'll find that most of the sets that had the heal guards already sold out.
I guess it will depend.
How many Megidos do you have, by the way?
2, but there's a third one coming as well, which I probably should have never bought that one.
SP ladies always.
Let me know how much you'd ideally be
own-
looking for. If they're cheap
so
enough, I might grab
I'm
one.
gonna end up owning 5. Yeah, I bought it for just past 100 quid, like
Jesus
102
fucking
or
Christ.
105, something like that. Yeah,
Dude, I was going to buy one for 60 quid once.
yeah.
And I
they-
realized
they've
I
gone
already
up.
had 2 Megidos.
Yeah, they've gone up.
Cringe. That's
Yeah,
cringe.
everything's gone up in value, and I just end up pulling.
Dude, is Vanguard just like shitcoin crypto now? You
Yeah.
just buy any random SP and it just goes up.
Yep,
Line goes up, boys. Line goes up.
these are the ones I've had for a long time.
Very nice. Always good to see.
Oh look,
Sheesh. Me and Olivia. God damn.
just so many oranges. Yeah, I've got some random SP pack bits.
I forgot that you have
The wrong
key.
speaker. This is because I was too poor, so I ended up with the grade 3 WSP instead.
Oh yeah, look at this broke ass man with this wedding red fucking deck. Look at this broke ass bit. Local man only has hundreds to throw on a deck and not thousands. What a broke boy.
Yeah, this is even a proper deck. I mean, I don't even know what I was even doing with it. I think I just dumped some random SPs and then sort of tried to build a deck with it, but obviously there's some outdated cards, so I don't really... This has been just sitting in my drawers. I don't really properly update it, which will explain some of the weird stuff you'll start seeing as I'm going through it. I never ever play.
I don't
this
even know
deck.
what half of these cards are.
Even these sleeves are all in fresh condition. So
Wait, which sleeves are these?
Laura sleeves. They've never been used at all. These have been sitting inside a deck box, unused.
Wait, show me the sleeve. Flip them. Yo, those are kind of nice though.
I've got some orange sleeves as well, still sealed up in the pack.
Yo, real shit. I might want those. I really
And-
like the. Oh wait, like you mean the grade 3 orange,
I
right?
got Olivia's storage box with the
It's only grade 4.
Shizuku deck box and Mir playmat. Actually, I got quite a few Mir.
Wait, is
playmats.
that the grade 3 or grade 4 orange sleeves?
Yeah, well, Radi Loire, the reason why is because I can't get a hold of them off other people, so I don't end up using my cards. I wanted to build a full-on
the
SP
thing is,
deck.
No, you joke. That fucking comment reminds me of the time I was like, no, I was trying to buy some of your set 3 cards off you because you were like, damn, set 3 is such a shit set. Like, you get nothing out of it. I'm like, hey, can I buy some of your set 3 cards? And you're like, nah, bro, I'd rather hold on to them for a bit and speculate.
It was that bad, yeah. When it's set so bad, you're like, man, these cards have to go up in value, right?
Nah, bro, that shit cracked me up. That shit fucking destroyed me.
By the way,
I was like, hey, can I buy your cards off you? You're like, nah, I'd rather speculate. Turns around, damn, I just can't sell these cards.
well, you know, yeah, the set is trash. All the good cards were commons and single rares. The Shadow Cloak, I sold it too soon. I could have made maybe a few extra quid off that. But I don't know what else.
Well, I'm just gonna buy some. Thing is, I need like expectors, but most of the stuff I need is set 4. But
Yeah.
set 4 is so obscene in price that I'm just gonna buy like 4 boxes and be like, fuck it, it's my birthday present to myself. And just be like, fuck it, I've stopped spending money on Zero, I've got disposable income all of a sudden.
I'm actually
fuck it,
wondering
I'm
what this
spent-
card does. If you have a heart with Corin's name, it's an active skill, so it's probably not good.
Oh, that strat is actually okay for Coral,
Oh, is it?
given what Coral used to do. It used to be solid, yeah.
Oh, because
Simone,
of the
I have
strider?
prediction for your next SP
Well-
school cabin. I mean, Shizuku.
Oh, what about Shizuku?
How has the hunt for your next grade 1 SP Shizuku been?
Oh, I kind of just gave up on that. I got the 1 copy. I gave up on Harmony. I had to because it wasn't going to work out because everyone hoarded every grade 1 and 2. So, and I've had all kinds of struggles trying to even get these in the first place. By the way, this card isn't even in perfect condition. There's actually on the back side, it's a bit... Even the Miracle Voice Loruses isn't in perfect condition. I did a trade for it, and then I find out that... And I think I might have even put cash on top, I can't remember. But then I just find out that there's... that the back isn't in great condition either. So there's been a few SPs, Bermuda SPs from that set that people didn't look after properly. And this is one of them. One of the 2 that I have where I've got them off people who didn't look after. You can see that white kind of... There's a few white dents, yeah.
That's very old visible, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
It's not like that bad. Like it's not affected the front side of the card, thankfully. You can just see it like it's fairly minor, but it's kind of annoying. But at the same time, I guess at least we have sleeves in this game. So that was Shizuku. So the one copy of Shizuku I have isn't in perfect condition.
After one for your Highlander decks, that's fun.
And then there's also like the Miracle Voice Loris. One of these aren't in perfect condition. I'm not sure which one though. There's like a lot of different copies. I've got 4 in here, so I think this one's the one in good condition. There's 3 in good condition.
That'll be the 3rd one.
Oh, this one is in a different sleeve. I'll just go through this one first. I think I put like an oversleeve on one of my Loruses.
I was gonna say, guys, I gotta shoot off. I gotta go pick the misses up. See you guys later.
Oh yeah, it's this one. This is the one.
B.
This is pretty damaged in the back. You can see the eroded sides.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Also, Zen, he is got to be with Federica. I've already told him to.
Oh, it's Kyoko Good with Teru. I've not actually read the skills properly. I just kept seeing the word magazine and some hashtags, and it was just like, oh, whatever. I was just so busy. I didn't follow up on much on what was going on. Like everyone was just throwing. Like I was literally so busy with things, and then I just go like 1 to 2 o'clock in the morning. I just go on Twitter for a bit, and I'm just seeing like people just going on about some card which has a picture of some sort of demon girl in a makeup room or something. I don't know. There was like a lot of talk about that, and I think I saw your tweet, by the way. Oh, is Echo still here? Did he leave?
No,
he left. I saw Echo's tweet, and he was like saying something about no, he posted a picture and it said like hashtag hot stuff on the name of the card. I was like, wait, is this real?
Yeah, the name is real. It's not alive.
It's a restream? Wait, Twitch. That is
Well,
odd.
this stream always says restream.
Twitch is probably just messing around. But you know what? I'm just gonna probably just stop the recording part, but still continue the stream. So just for the sake of the YouTube video that's gonna go up, thanks for watching through the unboxing. So sadly we didn't get the Citron SP in the end, but we got an SP pack. We got an Arcadia Star Coral. Maybe that could just make. I probably can make back some money with that. So probably all of it. I don't know. Yeah, I guess for now I'll just go source some other ones elsewhere. So yeah, I don't think there's many value cards in this set. I think it's mainly the SPs that are value. So these are the good ones. Well, that's more or less it. And I think Choo Choo's kind of dead anyway, so I don't think anyone's going to be playing any of these other cards. Lepria's, I think, quite a good one. I don't think this one's worth that much, but it does have a... The Choo Choo G guards do have interesting abilities. Yeah, they're all just support cards that have kind of died down. Okay, so that's the end of the recording.